Good afternoon, evening, everyone. I am here for my Monday afternoon, evening Facebook Live. Now, I know that many of you in this group already know me. You've been here for a while, but for those that don't know me, my name's Dana. I'm a board-certified holistic health practitioner and the founder of Our Road to Thrive and the creator of the Nutrition Method for Kids program. And I work with families impacted by ADHD, anxiety, and similar disorders to really help them fight symptoms with food and a natural approach. Now, years ago, when I first started changing my family's diet, I expected immediate results. We're conditioned to believe that we can simply pop a pill for immediate results. And so I was in that total mindset, and I was making big changes by getting rid of gluten, dairy, soy, and processed foods in our family's diet because I made those big changes, I expected big progress in my son's behavior, and I expected it fast. What I didn't know back then was that sometimes it can actually take 3 to even 12 months for gluten to stop reacting in someone's body. You wouldn't know that. If you just did a little bit of research, you wouldn't have known that, especially if that kid or person has already developed antibodies to gluten, which is very, very, very common in our compromised kids. I look at lab tests every day for kids in this specific population, and the antibodies that they've developed against gluten will really stop them from being able to heal until 3, 6, 12 months later of removing gluten. When I didn't see immediate results in my son's behavior shortly after changing our foods, I was so discouraged, as I'm sure many of you have been. At times, I even considered throwing in the towel. I couldn't believe that we were still struggling even after all of the challenges and changes that I'd been through and that I'd made, those changes in my family. And when I look back now, I know that I was making one crucial mistake. One crucial mistake. I was only focusing on my son's struggles. I wasn't focusing on the improvements he had made. The truth is, he was improving. His behavior wasn't as difficult as it used to be, and he was totally making progress. I just wasn't seeing the improvements because I was so focused on where I wanted him to be. And I'm curious if any of you can relate to that. If you can, leave a comment below in the chat saying me too. And I want to see how many people I've got watching the live today to see if anyone comments with me too, because we are so focused on the destination, we forget about the journey, okay? And I'm just going to jump in to the group right now to actually see. Sorry, I can't see it on my computer for some reason, and so I just want to make sure that I'm coming through. There I am. Look, I know that there are 10 people watching now. Hi, Janelle, she's put a like on, and I want to see if anyone else is focused on the destination rather than the journey. So type me too in the comments below. And when I focused only on where I wanted him to be, I failed to see how far he had already come. It's kind of like when you see someone that you haven't seen for a really long time and they tell you how much your child has grown. You might be thinking that he hasn't grown at all, but that's because you see him every single day. You don't see the changes because they happened a little bit at a time. Now, my son's behavior was like that too. I didn't always see the changes because they were happening a little bit at a time. Changing my son's diet didn't heal him immediately. It was a process that took time and patience. That's why it was so crucial that I learned to celebrate the small wins in our family's journey. And by celebrating those small wins, I was able to see how far we had come. Now, when I work with families, I encourage them to celebrate every single win, no matter how small it might seem on the surface. Did your son eat broccoli for the first time? Celebrate that. Did your daughter agree to taste a new food without a fight? That is a total win. Did your child go all morning without throwing a fit when they normally couldn't even go an hour? Don't focus on the fit in the afternoon. Focus on the morning that was totally fit-free. That is a total win. Now, I have seen clients whose children ask for Brussels sprouts, eat fish and like it, eat foods that years before they would not even taste, and go from one meltdown an hour to less than one meltdown a week. Now, these families will tell you that changes don't happen overnight. It is a process. Rome wasn't built in a day, and healing our kids' guts and body and brain won't happen in a day either. Choosing to look for and celebrate the small wins is what keeps you going. It's what reminds you how far you have come. You might not be where you want to be yet, but you're making progress. And that is totally worth celebrating. So you should totally celebrate. Now, if you want to start to see some more small wins and you're ready to kickstart your journey to help your child naturally, I've set aside some time for me and my team to chat with each of you personally for free about how we can help you overcome some of the challenges you've been facing with your child. All you need to do is simply click the link in the comments, which I'm going to pop in right now. Sorry, looking over to my other screen. There we go. You can simply click on the link in the comments to book your free 45-minute call with us, and we simply can't wait to chat with you. But just want to remind you that you need to totally celebrate every single small win you have. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.